Now, first up, a 13-year-old girl, over half a dozen cookies, and a police investigation, and a test that changed her life. Our TV6 Investigates team dug deep into this one and got access to police reports, confidential records, and the forensic evidence key to this case. Matt Christensen has our exclusive report about false evidence and an injustice of a broken system that almost ruined one young girl's life.
Want to add an egg? Let's add an egg to it. Yeah, that's real smooth and creamy now.
This is Vanessa. We're protecting her identity. The 13-year-old is learning to bake from scratch with a little help from mom.
Because that's the texture you want for the cookies.
But it turns out their cookies were a recipe for disaster. Vanessa took them to Bettendorf Middle School. A student complained of feeling unwell. Police investigated and used a field test on the cookies. All 8 came back positive for pot. But the girl insisted she was innocent.
I feel like my life was over, kind of.
Police didn't arrest her, but she was immediately suspended and expelled 11 days later. Her mother, Ogdenia, didn't believe the evidence. She believed her daughter.
That my daughter was being expelled for selling drugs.
And there were no drugs.
No drugs.
It wasn't until months later that the state crime lab delivered the shocking results. The cookies contained no drugs at all. The field tests were wrong. That's not a surprise to Ross Miller, a researcher who has studied field tests at the University of Pennsylvania Law School.
Anyone that relies on the evidence from a colorimetric field test does not know whether or not that substance was a drug, pure and simple.
It's unclear what method the police used in Vanessa's case.
They must be inaccurate. They're not accurate. Not accurate.
There isn't enough data to say for certain how accurate they are, but one study points to case after case where test substances turned out not to be drugs: cotton candy, powdered milk, even the ashes of a cremated child. Carla Sue Marriott, a national forensic expert and biomedical research professor at Roger Williams University, explains.
Because these are color tests. They're not a lab confirmation analysis where it goes through detailed instrumental analysis.
The Bettendorf Police Department told TV6 Investigates it uses several tests, including color pouches and ampules. The department got a $30,000 handheld spectrometer test in 2023. Ogdenia says she's the one who had to call police to find out about the lab test that ultimately cleared her daughter. But by then, it was too late. Bettendorf police did not update their report with the lab test results until September 22nd, way beyond the 30 days Ogdenia had to appeal the expulsion. She says the district rushed to judgment without knowing the truth.
It wasn't even 2 weeks before they put that board meeting together so fast and made their decision. Done. Put a stamp on it.
The district declined our request to go on camera, instead providing a statement that said in part, expulsion decisions are not made lightly and involve multiple steps, including administrative review and school board action. It's too late to remove the expulsion from her record. Instead, the district has agreed to add an addendum stating that the cookies contain no drugs. But that's not an erasure, and Vanessa worries the stigma will follow her forward. A scarlet letter from a test that she says never should have decided her fate.
Oh, I see the chips. I see the chips.
I feel like what they did to me was very wrong. Like, I didn't deserve that.
How it tastes?
Good.
In Bettendorf, Matt Christensen, TV6 Investigates.
And TV6 Investigates Matt Christensen joins us now to talk about how he put the story together. Matt, you were expecting to hear more from the police on this one.
Sure, we wanted their perspective, and we filed a Freedom of Information Act, or a FOIA, to get the body cam video of the investigator actually testing those cookies. The department approved our request, and we put down $150 for that deposit for the video, got some documents back from them, and then last week we learned that the department was in fact denying our request. So KDBQC is now working with the city to get that money back. Some good news here though. As for Vanessa, she started over at a new school here in the Quad Cities. She's on the honor roll, and she was recognized as Student of the Month in November.
Well, that's some good news. Great investigation, Matt. Thank you so much for that reporting. And a reminder, if you have a story that you want us to investigate, you can submit tips to the Investigates team at TV6Investigates at kwqc.com.